That's just to sync the cameras.
That is who you say you are. That is you, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's definitely you.
Mint.
Can you see the number plate on the back of that black car there?
A Peugeot.
Yes, please.
CX09EFC.
That will do.
I'm here with Dave. Dave has contacted me through Instagram. If you're interested in doing a mock test on the channel, whether you're a PDI or a learner driver, I'll put my Instagram down here. Follow me, send me a DM, and then we can talk about it. And just like always, like, comment, and subscribe, because it really does push the video out to a wider audience, and really appreciate the support. Okay, Dave, you've come all the way from
Romford.
Romford, which is East London.
Yes.
That's quite a long way, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously you've come here to do a mock test.
Yes.
So a learner driver mock test. Tell me a little bit about your driving history.
So I started to learn to drive in May 2023, and since then I've had at least 50 hours. I haven't had any real tests in between, but I did a mock test last week and wasn't successful, unfortunately.
Okay, so when it weren't successful, how did it go? What did you get?
3 serious faults.
Since shooting this video, Dave has gone out and taken his test, and he absolutely smashed it.
Can you tell us what those serious faults were?
The first one was stalling on the path of oncoming traffic when turning right at the junction. Didn't notice pedestrian crossing.
Okay, that was the second one?
Yes.
Yes.
And the third one was my instructor told me the handbrake was on during the maneuver.
Okay, the handbrake was on during the maneuver. How did that affect the vehicle?
It was quite... I didn't really feel it that much.
I mean, if you're doing that, what are we going to be doing to the handbrake?
Damage it.
That's it. In that long term, that's not going to be very good. So we're going to drive for about 35 minutes, 35 to 42 minutes maximum, okay? At all times, I'd like you to follow the road ahead, unless I tell you to turn left or right, or unless road signs indicate otherwise. If I need you to turn, I will tell you in good time.
Okay.
We're going to be taking in one reversing maneuver, possibly an emergency stop, and we're going to be doing some independent driving. And today, that's going to be following road signs.
Okay, I've never done that before, but let's see how well that went, because last week I followed the sat-nav.
Okay, so you've done sat-nav, but you haven't done road signs yet?
No.
Okay. Well, this will be something different for you. When it comes to the UK test, 1 in 5 tests will follow road signs. So you've got a 20% chance that when you go for your test, you could be doing road signs. So a new experience. We'll see how it goes. So when we see you next, we'll be starting this thing. Tell me how you would know that there was a problem with your anti-lock braking system.
So you would turn the ignition on, and then there's a yellow symbol with ABS on the dashboard.
Okay. And what should that light do?
If it appears on your dashboard for quite a while, then there is a problem with your anti-lock braking system.
Okay, so yeah, it should go off. Because when you start your engine, all the lights come on. Yes? And then they mostly go off apart from handbrake, yeah?
Yeah.
If one of them stays on, that tends to be a problem.
Yeah.
So we just had a little warm up, and now we're going to start.
Okay.
Okay? Whenever you're ready, Dave, start your engine. Whenever you're ready, I'd like you to drive on and then to the left here, please.
Okay.
So this is a junction, so drive on and then take this next road on the left.
Okay.
Dave goes to move away here and he just signals left instead of right. Of course, he's turning left at the junction, but he's got to move away first. There's zero impact on anybody around, so this is just noted. When we come around the bend and the next junction, he's faced with a delivery van which causes a problem. The van is parked blocking the road, and it's not really his fault, and even though it could go against him on test, I choose to help him out.
And then at the roundabout, we're going to follow the road ahead to the second exit.
Okay.
Okay?
The mistake he does make, though, is he pushes up a little bit close, making it difficult for the van to manoeuvre. It's important in moments like this that you just read the situation clearly.
That's interesting.
Holy shit.
The van can't reverse, and so it's going to need to use this side road to turn around. You just need to make sure you leave enough space.
How can you warn him of your presence? Just gently beep.
This is an unusual situation to have to deal with at the beginning of a test, but if you can, be prepared for the unexpected.
I'm going to suggest what you do, okay? I'm going to help you out here because he wants to go in there. Stick it in reverse. Okay?
He does just about do effective observation.
He's just doing his job. He's trying to find his way. Okay. All right. Hang on a sec. He's got his reverse lights on. Okay, maybe just drive on. Just drive forwards very quickly. Just gently move forwards so he can see you're moving. That's it. That's it. Okay? And again, follow the road ahead to the second exit.
All that at the beginning of a test.
Straight ahead. So I do not need.
At this roundabout, his steering is a little bit wide. He treats it like it's 2 lanes, but technically it's only 1, steering way to the left as he goes around this roundabout. There's 0 impact, so again, just noted. As we come off the roundabout and he accelerates, he just shows his first weakness with gears, putting it in gear 5 accidentally when he wants 3. It doesn't affect his drive or anybody else, so again, this is just noted.
And then at the traffic lights, we're just going to follow the road ahead.
Okay.
Okay?
So far, his drive has been pretty good, and he deals with this junction fine. Across the other side, we're then pulling up to do the hill start, and there's a small hiccup with his foot brake.
Now, I'd like you to pull up on the left. Just go beyond this truck.
Okay.
And pull up on the left, please.
Okay. The truck wants to turn. No, it doesn't.
Pull up on the left, please.
No.
It's ever so slight, but he does lose control of it temporarily.
No.
Okay? Drive on when you're ready.
Just gonna wait for that Porsche to go through. Is it a Porsche? Is this a Porsche?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Nice and safely done. A little further up the road, we hit a bit of traffic, and again, he's affected by something that's not quite normal. I again feel the need to help him out, but this is something that hopefully an examiner would understand, but it's possible you need to read the situation clearly.
Doesn't look like they're working, does it?
I think they're disabled. I think it just now acts like a normal junction, to be
So
fair.
at the end of the road, we're going to turn left.
At this next junction, there are roadworks, but the temporary traffic light is not working.
So I don't block a junction, well, I can now go through.
This could easily be very confusing to a learner driver. The problem is further compounded by the fact that you've got to drive on the wrong side of the road, so he's got to act quickly here, and I feel he needs a bit of help.
You can see the speed limit has changed to 20 mph. Just gonna check to the left, it's not safe.
He's correctly hesitant here, and it's totally understandable.
The MG.
But once this car comes past, he should be following in behind, as it
It's
acts
safe.
like a shield.
That's it. If you just start getting moving here, because there could be a car coming, we're going to the wrong side of the road here.
Yeah. Oh shit, I've got.
Yeah, that's it. Just get moving. That's it. This is, the traffic light system is not working. We need to be very careful of that.
Okay.
That is a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I think I failed. But we'll
I
see.
think with the fact that the traffic lights are not working and that it's a bit of a mess, I've just helped you because that's not normal.
I think we'll talk about it more at the end.
Yeah.
Isn't that normally my line?
Now we're going to follow the signposts to Mill Hill.
Mill Hill. So I think it's left at this sign.
The traffic takes a while, so I'm just going to cut it out.
So just again reminding you we're going towards Mill Hill,
So
yeah?
I'm just going to turn left here.
For not having followed road signs before, as he intimated in the beginning, he's actually doing very well, reading pretty much everything. A little further up the road, he's moving the car to the right and then back to the left as he goes past the traffic island. His mirror work is not exactly bang on, but his awareness seems to be good. He does check his centre mirror here. And even though some door mirror checks would have been nice, he knows there's a vehicle quite far behind, so in this case, it's just noted.
Mill Hill is towards the left.
That's it. So continuing to follow those signs.
Again, another good demonstration of reading the signs well. This section of the route takes in a lot of dual carriageway, and he does very well. But he does miss the change of speed limit to 50. He does notice soon after, so in this case, it's not a problem.
The ugliest car known to man.
And he doesn't seem to like the car in front. A little tip for any PDI learner drivers that are watching this: whenever you enter a new road, always look out for speed limit signs.
Speed limit, I think, is 40.
His problem with the gears does come back to haunt him when he accidentally puts it in fifth. But like before, it doesn't have a major impact, and he quickly realizes and puts it back into third. Even though, as I said before, he thinks it's a 40, it's not long before he sees a sign, and then picks up speed.
Speed limit is 50, so I'm gonna go to 50.
And again, obviously continue to follow those signs. Yes?
Okay.
Dave reduces speed well, but again when he goes to gears, he accidentally puts it in gear 4 and then back into 3. The car is struggling ever so slightly. Again, not much impact. But now I'm going to escalate this to a driver fault for gears.
Keeping my lane discipline.
He does now find gear 2. On this next section, he does something that most learner drivers would probably not think about, and that's overtake the lorry.
Safe to overtake.
I like this bit a lot. His mirror signal maneuver is not exactly the best though. There is a vehicle coming up in the right-hand lane, and a shoulder glance probably would have been a good idea. And even though the lorry does make him slightly nervous, he gets past.
No.
And then when he's got a safe gap, he moves back to the left.
I need to move back over to the left.
And then we're just going to follow the signposts to the north.
To the north, like Stevenage or something.
Yeah, to the north.
Again, he reads the signs well, and we follow the road ahead at the upcoming roundabout, the Mill Hill Circus.
So I'm just going to go straight ahead, second exit.
Okay.
There are some vehicles that are in the middle lane that are also following the road ahead, which you can do, but it does occasionally pose some problems.
Now I need to follow the road ahead.
The red car demonstrates what you need to be careful of if you are in that position.
Don't go, mate. No.
Needless to say, if you did that on your test, it wouldn't go down well.
And then you're going to follow the signposts to Edgware.
Edgware. Okay.
Edgware is not initially posted on this first sign, but he seems to know where he's going.
Edgware, I think it's towards the left. Man, I've not been to this area for about 10 years.
But you've been here before?
With my dad. We have something similar like this back in Romford.
He then lane changes nicely into the left-hand lane.
Yes, it's...
and then keeps good lane discipline as he exits the roundabout. After a couple of junctions, he's got the parallel park to deal with.
Is he gonna cross? He's gonna cross.
Okay. We're now going to perform the reverse parallel park exercise.
Okay.
Okay? I'd like you to use that car there.
Yeah.
You're going to pull up next to it and then reverse the car back in, finishing off reasonably close to and parallel to the curb.
Crap, I need to.
Okay? And within 2 car lengths of space. Do you understand the 2 car lengths of space?
Like that and that. So I can just pull up like where we are right now.
No, that would be too far.
Too far.
No more than 1 space between you.
Okay.
You and the vehicle. So in this instance, you might be parked slightly over the driveway, but in this instance, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think just by that Merc.
Okay?
Yeah.
No more than 1 space.
Okay.
I don't think he fully understood this, and he actually reversed a little bit further forwards than where we are now, which is right next to that Mercedes, even though I did stipulate just 1 space. To reverse that far back, you would be relying on the generosity of the examiner, and in this case, it's a mock test. I cannot be generous. So this will be a serious fault for control on the parallel park. Overall, his observations are good, but he does seem to concentrate a lot on the right-hand side, and there is a pavement on his left. He does glance at it, but I would like a little bit more observation on that side. I'm sure with a bit of practice and working to the parameters that are within the driving test, he'll be able to get this done. But as I said before, this is a serious fault for travelling too far backwards on the parallel park.
I feel like I need to adjust a little bit more further. I think I need to adjust a little bit forwards as well. Stop here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah?
Drive on when you're ready, please.
Okay.
At the next junction, he makes a mistake with his observations.
Okay, so at the end of the road here, turn left.
Turning left.
The mistake he makes is as he's emerging, he's looking to the right, which can be a problem. In this case, it's just a driver fault, but you've got to be careful with observations at junctions. We had to wait a little while before we could move forwards as there was a little bit of traffic. This might have added to his anxiety.
You okay?
Yeah. I think it's too busy, to be fair. I don't know how long we're going to be here.
Well, hopefully not too long.
Check to the left.
He's looking to the right, crosses the line, and then as he's turning, looks left. You can't emerge like that. At this junction, it was reasonably low risk, which is why it's just a driver fault. But looking right when you're turning left, be careful.
Okay, you're coming up to 2 double midi roundabouts.
Okay.
On the first one, I'd like you to turn right. The second one, left.
Okay.
Okay?
I've never dealt with this before.
They come in quick succession. They're just mini roundabouts. First one right, second one left.
At this next mini roundabout, he then gets caught out by another driver who's not signalling correctly. It is a little bit unfortunate, but it does highlight the importance of reading, positioning, and speed.
No, what the hell?
My right foot came up over the brake. He He's just very unlucky. This is a mistake that any driver could make, especially as it's not really 100% his fault. But let's look at what went wrong. If we look at this white car first, it's signalling properly and positioned well for a right turn, even going slightly over the roundabout. The black car coming up behind is the offending vehicle, but if you look at its position, even though its signal says left, its positioning doesn't confirm that. And as the saying goes, if you don't know, don't go. And what would also have given him more time is that currently there's nowhere to actually go in the junction anyway, so there's no need to rush. So the moral of this story is, don't feel pressured to make quick decisions at roundabouts. At this next mini roundabout, he's a little bit more cautious and doesn't make a mistake.
Oh, an MG6.
And in case you hadn't noticed, Dave likes his cars. A little bit further up the road, he's faced with a width restriction, something he'd mentioned to me that he doesn't like.
And then at the traffic lights, we're going to follow the road ahead.
Okay. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Are we going to get through that? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 2.1 meters.
You okay?
My biggest weakness.
You did mention that to me, didn't you?
Yeah.
The way I see it, if he manages it, it boosts his confidence. If he doesn't, I can help him out.
Yes.
Needless to say, today, he does well.
Hooray!
This next section of the route tests his ability to meet traffic.
I need to just move over.
Again, sorry about my knee there, Dave.
It's okay, but at least I got through my biggest nightmare.
Yes, you did, sir. Yes, you did.
And just when it's safe to do so, please.
Just need to slow down a bit.
Just when it's safe to do so, if you could open a side window for me, please. That'll do. That will do. Thank you. And then at the end of this road here, turn left.
Okay.
And then immediately right.
Okay.
And it literally is almost immediately right. Can you see where the right turn is?
The one-way system.
Yes, please.
Is it clear to the right? No, it's not. Oh, no, not anymore. To move over a little. Oh, the northern line. No, yes, it's clear after that. You're gonna follow that car just over there.
On this next section, he just gets his speed a little bit too wrong, and as he's approaching a meeting situation, my car warns him of a potential collision. Admittedly, it is a bit of an overreaction from the car, but his speed is a bit too high.
And again, if you could just pull up on the left in a safe place for me, please.
Okay.
That will do. Drive on when you're ready.
Okay. It's 30, yeah, mint.
His speed did increase the risk. The next meeting situation, he sees late and he ends up stopping quite sharply just in front of the vehicle. It means his holdback position is a little bit wrong and he struggles to get round. Even though it's on a bend, you can see the oncoming car down the pavement. In this instance, it's not a major issue, so this is just a driver fault for awareness and planning. And then when he goes to move away, he's squeezing oncoming traffic.
Yes. I can go.
We are now only a couple of junctions away from the end of this test.
And then at the roundabout, turn left.
Okay.
His steering on this junction was just a little bit wide, and on the day I did driver fault it. What causes this problem is he hasn't prepared his steering.
Go anyway, because this vehicle. Which way round? Turning
At
right.
the roundabout left, please.
Oh, left. Okay. Which way that vehicle going? Oh, that vehicle going this Eagle Drive.
We then find somewhere to pull up, and that's the end of the test.
All right, you can switch your engine off.
I think I failed.
So you just said you think you failed.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think you failed for?
Because there's like a pre-collision alert on the dashboard. I felt I got too close to the to one of the parked vehicles. Thought it was a dangerous.
The what, sorry?
I thought that fault was a dangerous, the pre-collision.
Did I need to intervene?
No.
So a dangerous would only be if I've had to physically intervene.
So I think it's a serious.
Okay, so you think you fell for that?
Yeah, also, I was a couple of faults I was at in the hill just after the A41 at the after the beginning of the test. I rolled back a bit.
You did. You rolled back a bit. Yeah. But I mean, was it dangerous?
No,
No.
there was no one around, so.
Yeah. Just a little roll back on
And
the hill, wasn't it?
yeah, another couple of faults I made was a couple of times I selected gear 5 instead of 3.
You did, twice,
All right.
maybe 3 times. Yeah, you did. But did you control it?
Yes, I realised it as soon as the dashboard told me.
Yeah. Well, you probably felt it as well, didn't you?
Yeah, and probably another fault I got is the parallel park.
Okay.
So, because I felt I got a bit too far from the curb, and I had to readjust a bit further out and a bit forward so I don't get too far away from the front vehicle.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to go onto the pavement or go on the driveway.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the parallel part was a little bit of a problem. Okay, shall I go through this with you?
Please.
Okay, all right. Unfortunately, you're correct. That would have been a fail. But before I go into that, I actually thought for huge swathes of that drive, you did really well.
Wow.
I really do. I think you're not a million miles away from where you need to be.
Okay.
Okay, which is a real positive. You're driving a car that's not yours, that
Yeah.
you've not done any learning in.
Yeah.
Yes, and I thought you adapted very well to this car.
Yeah.
Your knowledge is good. You're very aware. You're reading of the signs. You've not followed road signs before.
Yes.
But you were reading signs even when you didn't need to.
Yeah.
Yes? Which is a really good sign. And I thought your overall control, obviously the gear selection a couple of times with just by accidentally putting it in gear. And sometimes you go back to gear 1 when you didn't need to, but it didn't really interfere with anything.
Yeah.
But apart from that, and a slight issue with steering,
All right.
okay, I thought your overall control of the car is really good.
Okay.
So there's a lot of positives. The parallel park, let's talk about that first of all.
Okay.
The parallel park I think is the most obvious.
Yeah.
Yes, that was not within the parameters that you were taught. So, hopefully you've been taught, or that you were asked to do. So it's within 2 car lengths of space. So you're not allowed to leave more than. So your car, the back end of your car is the second car length. Means so no more than 1 space between you. The second serious is that observations at the roundabout.
No. What the hell?
My foot has gone to brake. I've actually started to brake, but you braked. So when that double mini roundabout,
All right, because there was an Audi that was going.
if there's a car on your right-hand side of that roundabout,
Yeah.
Do I know 100% where it's going?
No.
What else should I be reading apart from signals?
The Audi was going this way.
That's where it went. But where did you think it was going, or did you not see it?
I didn't see it until the last minute.
Okay, so you just missed it.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, it's fine. If I see anything coming from the right-hand side, what should I always be prepared to do?
Stop and see and assess what they're going to do.
That's it. Even if I think they're going to go a different way, just to make sure. Because instead of not just signals we should read, we should also read what?
And what their intention is going to do.
It's like, do you trust what people say or what people do?
You shouldn't trust either when it comes to driving, as my instructor told me.
Yes, you shouldn't trust anything, but when it comes to sort of real life, but do you trust what people say? So even with a signal, I still don't trust it. I'm looking at what they do, yes? Which means it just gives me a bit more time. But you're right, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, you shouldn't trust either. So the gears,
Yeah.
a couple of times.
I mean, I'm not really familiar with the car, so that could explain why.
Yeah, I actually feel most of the time it didn't have an impact. I just left it. It was like, it goes down as like noteworthy, like I'm not going to put it down.
Yes.
But you did it a couple of times. I gave you driver fault
Yeah.
because it repeated.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Yes? Okay. Again, not a major issue. That little hill start that you talked about,
Yeah.
you brought back, yeah, it's a driver fault, foot brake. There's
Yeah.
no one there, just a driver fault.
Okay.
Okay, again, right at the beginning of the test. Steering just now, actually, when we were coming just before the roundabout, we had to go left. You're just steering a bit wide sometimes. I noticed with the warm-up drive that your steering is a little bit off.
Yeah, I mean, that was also a minor fault I got in my last mock test.
Steering is that there's a little bit of a weakness, and also leading on to observations at junctions where you're not really looking left properly enough, and then the car's going a bit wide. So you're looking right, the car's going, and then you're only looking left after you've emerged.
Check to the left. Safe.
You've got to be careful because that can easily escalate to a serious. You've got to be really careful with observations at junctions. So it's just a slight connect between steering and observations at junctions. There is a slight weakness in your control. This is why I said to you within your steering, that most of your controls are really good.
Okay.
Just your steering is a little bit. Now we come to the two things that happened right at the end with my car a little bit overreacted. Did I react?
No.
No. All right. So I would give you a little bit more time to solve that situation. However, you did come in a bit fast. I chose to just driver fault that.
Okay.
Okay? Because I don't think there was a big enough impact.
Okay.
Be careful because that could be a lot worse. And it also leads on to the next one where you come up to there was another parked car straight afterwards actually, and there's on a bend and you're kind of going for it and then you slammed your foot on the brake and stopped and waited. Awareness and planning.
Yeah.
If there had been somebody behind us.
Because I don't know if I was gonna collide with the van.
Yeah.
I think that was the case with the two Toyotas.
But the two things that connects that is speed.
Speed, yes.
Right? So you've come in faster than you needed to.
Oh, yeah.
If your speed had been greatly reduced as you were approaching that,
Yeah.
what would our stop have been like? Where would we have been able to position? How much more time would you have had to assess it? So it's the speed that's the bigger issue. Those are kind of the major. There are a few things with mirrors, okay? I haven't greatly jumped on you for mirrors. So like you're coming through an island, you have to go left, you have to go right, you have to go left. I would have liked like a mirror check there a couple of times within your mirrors, okay?
Okay.
But it's overall your general awareness is pretty good.
Though to be fair, my instructor did tell me that this is one of my weak areas.
Is mirrors?
Awareness and planning.
Awareness and planning, oh, I'm talking about mirrors now.
Or mirrors, oh.
Yes. So use of mirrors. I think generally your use of mirrors is really good. It's just when you're changing direction, when you're having to change direction through an island. But sometimes it's not necessary. There was one time where you had to change ever so, and a cyclist came up next to us. Do you remember
There's a
that?
scooter, the Just Eat.
Yes. But you saw it.
Yeah.
I really like that. So it shows you that your awareness is actually pretty good. This has been Dave's mock test. He's come all the way from Romford, East London, to come all the way here, Essex actually, I should say, to come and do a mock test. And I think he's been really brave to come and do that. Please give him some love in the comments, because this is a benefit to everybody. If you like what you see here, hit that like button, subscribe if you like more content, and then I will see you in the next one. Get well out.
Bye.